taken a pretty big one. So please help me welcome Asta Star.
Yeah, Asta!
Compete, to find yourself and fulfillment. I don't feel
Will we be filling out ballots on her?
Please feel free to fill out your evaluation form. I don't know how you...
Only kidding, Esther.
That's good. I like the feedback. Thank you.
Wait, don't start after on you.
No hand motion.
Okay.
Imagine it's 1980. You're sitting in a dark, dingy, red and black Chinese restaurant. There's a bunch of people at the table. It's 8 of them. And they just had a business success. So all the adults are celebrating. The challenge is that there's 2 little girls sitting at that table. Because they got no place else to be and they're part of the family, so I guess they're part of the success. However, one of the little girls that's all dressed in contrast, in all white, raises her hand to say something, to be part of the conversation and part of the celebration. And immediately, her mom looks at her, gives her that eye, and she knows she's not to say a word. Later, she's moved to the back of the room where her mother says, "You are a girl and you are never to have any opinion ever. You're not allowed to talk at these meetings." Fellow Toastmasters, has there ever been one time in your life when somebody has limited you, contracted you, made you smaller than what you felt you were inside? It took me 20 years before I got a voice. 20 years before I even knew I could have a voice. And that was by the grace of the crazy universe when somebody overheard me saying something to somebody else, and they said to their spouse, "She'd be a great Toastmaster." And my ears perked up. I had never heard of Toastmasters, had no idea what Toastmasters was, but once, for once, even if it was a total stranger that I didn't even know, had said I'd be good at something. And the first thing I did when I got home, way before computers, was looked up in the yellow pages. Toastmasters. What is Toastmasters? And I found Pikes Peak Toastmasters, number 3044, that meets at 6:44 in the morning on Wednesday mornings. And that was enough to intrigue me. 6:44, they don't follow the rules. I don't like following rules. Somebody said I'd be good at this thing. So let's check it out. Let's find out what this is. A little nervous, not knowing. That was before internet web pages where you could watch a YouTube video and find out exactly what it is before you show up. I walk in, I take my seat. Yes, I'm a guest. My name's Anastasia Lasky, and I don't know why I'm here, but somebody said I'd be good at it, so I thought I'd check it out. And of course, like any Toastmasters group does, they just welcomed me into their arms, and they said, "Come on, do you know anything about Toastmasters?" Well, we will show you, and then at the end, if you'd like, you'll have an opportunity to tell us what you thought about the meeting. Would you like to stand up and say your name? I think I can do that. I know what that is. Nobody told me I can't say my name before. So I started the process of Toastmasters. Of course, I was one of those people that wouldn't talk unless the VP education put me on the list and forced me to talk. And then you don't know how many times I prayed for like a snow day. Or to get sick. Or any kind of excuse to not have to talk. And then, of course, at midnight the night before, 6:44 in the morning, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And then I get there, and I stand up, and I do it. And for some reason, I was well received. And I was like, huh, this is pretty cool. But I kept avoiding and procrastinating and avoiding and procrastinating. I had now found out that I at least had a voice. Because 20 years ago, I wasn't even allowed to have a voice. Now I had a voice. But I was never going to compete. Are you crazy? Compete? Oh my gosh, why would anybody do that? And then somebody, lovingly, like Toastmasters do, pushed me. And they pushed me, you can do it, we'll help, you can do it, we'll help. And what I found through my years, because it took me years to do my CTM, because I wasn't doing it unless you were forcing me, through my years, what I found was I started to heal. And I started to realize that I did have a voice. And that although my mom didn't care, and the other people in her life didn't care, there were more people on the planet who might care about what I had to say. So I went up for my first contest. And through that, I found what was important to me. Because somebody had to say, you have to talk about something that's close to you. The more your heart is in it, the better you'll do. So I found something that I wanted to talk about. And then I got to start writing about it and figuring out the speech and doing the guidelines that the CTM taught me. I think it's a CC now, right? How to organize your speech, how to start, end strong. I started doing that and I found things. And then when I got up there and I won, woohoo! Talk about fulfillment. Talk about wow. So through contest, I was able to heal. I was able to heal those hurts that were given me. I was able to find myself, find things that were important to me. And I was able to find fulfillment. Of course, until I lost. And I'm asking you, please, don't take 12 years like I did to come back to do it again. Because I challenge you to join contests. Expand yourself. Toastmasters is the most loving place of all of the places to actually practice and to find yourself. So come on a journey to be more of who you can be. And as it's been said in the past, 20 years from now, you'll regret less what you didn't, you'll regret more what you didn't do than what you did do. Madam.